Please note that this video might contain some strong language.
The sole and exclusive mandate is the only stock you really have. The other number you have is luck. He wants you to spend your money in the hopes that you can sell it, but you're competing with all these other people doing the same thing. You've got to start educating the market about where they are with their investments. That is the foundation of signing sole mandates. Good morning to my Zoom session. As you guys know, I'm Francois Le Roux, the Rockstar sales coach. Today is a unique day. We are having a Namibia versus South Africa day. There's Gauteng people here. There's people from Oshakati. There's people from Windhoek. There's people from Free State. I think I've got it fairly covered. So I have to start by saying my coaching is not coming from some PhD education. I'm a salesperson. I can graft, I can close. For the people that are actually been in my classes, you can ask them if I can bang a bit. I think I'm all right. I think I can handle myself on telesales, cold calling. I can close any deal almost any time, and that's what I've become famous for in the industry. So this is supposed to be a fun session. Don't get everybody's panties in a bunch. If you don't agree with somebody, don't worry about it. That's the one thing I always say. These kind of training sessions are kick-ass for one reason. If you then go out and attend any class, remember for the hour and a half the class are on, or for 30 minutes that the class are on, don't worry that you don't understand or fully comprehend everything. What you are looking for is R1 million idea. That's kind of how your mind has to work. So how that works is within the hour and a half, I'm going to say some stuff that's going to prickle you. That's going to be like, oh shit, I never thought about it that way. Now start using those kind of things. That's what the session is all about. It's developing you and finding that R1 million idea that takes your real estate to that next level, to unlock something you've never thought about. Because I always tell people, right? So everything you've done in your life, everything you've learned in your life, everything you've studied in your life, the big thing you have to understand about that is it's like this glass, basically in my hand. That's everything you know. But the ocean is what you don't know. So what we are trying to do from our side is get you to think outside of the glass and the information you are currently having at the moment. So here's where we have to start. I think most people in real estate that I've coached, and I've coached a couple of thousand, don't fully understand their own market. Okay, so with this being said, while we're on this call right now, some of you guys are on your phone, I want you to make a note. I want you to start Googling your full area. Okay, a lot of people just do like a little minute bit, but I want you to Google your full area. And what I want you guys to do with Googling your full area is actually find out how much stock is available currently in your area.
2 hours later.
So once you have this, then you have the current stock that's in the market. Now you've got to subtract your own stock, your personal stock, because you've also got stock, and that is probably listed in your own area. So I try to subtract that. Now that number, I want you to take and just divide it by 3. I'll tell you why I say divide by 3, because working in every single town almost in this country, flying 109 flights last year, I think I've seen every corner of this country last year, right? I have found that most stuff is double and triple listed. Most of the stock. I'm talking 70 to 80% of the stock out there is double and triple listed. So I always divide by 3, and then I get an accurate figure of more or less how much stock is available for me to start hunting. So that will be your figure. Now I can't pull it right now. I can probably if I want to, but if I go to property 24, my property or private property, you would be very close and accurate to pull those kind of dates. Okay, so that's where you have to start. Now most agents, when I meet them, they're like, Francois, I've got 86 stock. So first I want to speak about stock before I want to speak about sole mandates. Let's start with stock. Okay. Stock is not always stock. Sometimes I meet agents with 80, 90, and 100 stock on their books. Okay. And then I ask them, okay, cool. How many of those are exclusive or sole mandated? So what I want you to do right now in this exercise is take whatever stock you have on your books. You should know this number. If you don't, don't be in real estate. I mean, then there's serious problems in your business. I can't help. I mean, I'm good, but fuck it. I can't help you if you don't even know how much stock you have. Okay, so, I mean, I'm not that good. So, first of all, understand how much stock you have. Write that number down. Now ask yourself, how many of that stock is exclusive or sole mandated? And write that next door to it. Okay. If you have that number, the sole and exclusive mandates is the only stock you really have. The other number you have is luck. And as soon as you start comprehending this fact, your business can go to the next level in real estate. Because this is the reason why a lot of agents suck at being agents. They have 14, 15, 100, 200. I've got stock on their books. And then I asked them, how many sole mandated? No, 3, 4, 12, 5. I'm like, so what about the rest? Oh, yeah, no, I just signed them, eh? Now, that is the first problem. You've got to get to a stage where you say, no, it's either exclusive or sole or I don't work in the property. There's only one rule that I try to teach to my people. The only time that I will take an overpriced property on an open mandate is when it's on a main road where I can get some marketing. That's the only time. Otherwise, I just say no. Sorry, my dog is going crazy if you're hearing him. So what I'm telling people from my side is you've got to, for the first time, real estate agents have to start getting a backbone. They have to start saying, no, thank you. This is not for me. Because no customer in the whole of South Africa and Namibia is giving you money up front to market or sell his house. Which means the customer is asking you to invest your hard-earned cash in selling his home without even compensating you. Now, it's not just even compensating you. He doesn't even have the audacity to give you a sole mandate. He wants you to spend your money in the hopes that you can sell it, but you're competing with all these other people doing the same thing. So the first thing you have to learn, if you want to sign some better deals, you've got to learn the word no. No thanks. Not for me. I'm not going to get in it. Leave it. Walk away. Walk away from deals. Dump stock. What you're doing is you're spending so much time working on stuff that will never sell that when you get to the stage with an easy house, you're so tired mentally and financially drained, you don't have the money to put into something to make money. That is the biggest problem first that you have to understand if you're going to start selling. The second thing you have to understand is there is 3 prices to a property. Now, for some reason, real estate agents don't understand one thing right now in South Africa and Namibia. The only people that's going to make money out of real estate right now is real estate agents. It's not the clients. Write that down. I'm telling you now, in 5 years from now, you're going to get back to me and say, fuck it, Faf was right. The only people going to make money out of real estate right now is the agents. Why? Because for years and years, we had a property boom and prices increased so much, clients overextended on their properties, and now they want to sell or dump stock, but it's overpriced. So now they want to inflate the price to make some profit, but it's becoming unsellable. That is the first thing. We've got to start educating the market about where they are with their investments. That is the foundation of signing sole mandates. Okay, with that being said, there is 3 prices that you have to understand before you start listing properties. First of all, I know Namibia is sending out from the bank's evaluator to evaluate property. So they're doing it that way because they don't have a CMA or Lightstone system. South Africa, we use CMA and Lightstone most of the time. Most agencies that are top level have got their own system that they worked out in their office based on their area. And that's usually like a spreadsheet built over 10 or 20 years. And they've got more market research, which I've seen, which is quite amazing. So what I'm trying to do then is we first do evaluation. So let's say the bank says the house is worth $1 million or 2 million. Let's say 2 million rand. Okay. Now that is a market competitive price usually. So that's the middle point. So once you start listing, you have to understand there's 3 price points. For you as the agent, only one of them are actually lucrative to spend your money in. Somebody taught me once, you are making your money when you are purchasing the product, not selling the product. So if I buy a fridge for 5,000 rand, but it's selling on Gumtree for 5,000 rand, then I'm not going to make profit out of this fridge because I'm buying at an overextended price. There's a reason I'm saying this for you as an agent. So I have to buy this fridge at 3,000 rand so that when I sell it on Gumtree, I make 2,000 rand cash. Okay. Now this works the same when you're listing. If you have a property that has been evaluated and that property has been evaluated at 1 million rand, that means that is what it's going to sell for. For me to have room for growth, I've got to list that property at like 950 or 900 because I've got to make it competitive in the market with over 100,000 houses. So there's 3 prices. There's overpriced, which means the customer is overextended. He's in the cuck. Don't make his cuck your cuck. So if he's overextended, walk away or ask a shitload of commission to sell it. That's your 2 options. But you can't sell an overpriced house for 3 and 4%. That'll be crazy. It is trying to sell something in a market that is so fully powered and oversaturated homes. It's an impossible sell. So that's the first thing, overpriced houses. Second thing is perfectly priced houses. Now, perfectly priced houses in a market, and if you Googled your own area, you'll realize there's a lot of perfectly priced houses. And then the third one is price aggressive houses. Now, price aggressive houses is what you are looking for right now because if nobody said it to you ever, Francois Le Roux will be the first guy to drop this dime on you. The only thing a real estate agent is looking for right now in the market, the only thing is a buyer. We are not looking for stock. There's a shitload of stock. We are looking for buyers. So how do you attract buyers? With aggressively priced houses. So you have to use a house as the honey to get some bees. If the house is overpriced, if the house is even perfectly priced, okay, there's some stipulations I'll probably put into perfectly priced, but perfectly priced, it's not going to attract as many bees as what I want because at the end of the day is to make money in South Africa, how this market have turned, you're looking for buyers. That's the big thing you're looking for. You're looking for people in the market that wants to find you. So that's why I'm going to start this session to explain how to sign more soul mandates. There's a little bit of a foundation that you first have to build before you can build a skyscraper. You've got to have aggressively or perfectly priced houses, right? It's got to be, you got to understand that you're going to put your money, your time, and your effort for free into something if you can't sell it. But this is a very good thing to start asking yourself, how much of my money am I wasting by taking on something that can't sell? See, sometimes we've got to borrow from other industries. And one of the industries I try to borrow from is the car industry. A car dealership. Let's say I'm seeing on the screen now Henry. Okay, so Henry's in Worcester. So Henry has got a Toyota Corolla and he wants to trade this Toyota Corolla in. Okay, Henry says, I don't drive Toyota. Okay, he's got a Ford. I don't care what you guys drive. So he takes that Toyota Corolla and he takes it to the dealership. Okay, the dealership is you as an agent. That's you as the agent. Now the dealerships, Henry says, listen, I want to sell my car. I want 140 for it. The dealership's got to calculate, is there profit in it for me? See, what a lot of agents do is they take the price of the house and then work out their commission and think that's what they're going to earn. But you're not thinking, if this thing can't sell, how much am I losing? Not just in commission, not just in the money I'm taking to market this, but also in the time that I could have signed something way better in a market saturated with homes. See, you're losing time or you're losing money. And as soon as you start contemplating these kind of things, it becomes way easier. The biggest reason why properties are overpriced is because of the agent. The agent was an idiot. So what usually happens is agents want a mandate so much that they start licking ass from the front gate. Okay. Oh, yes, your property is so beautiful. This kitchen is so amazing. I love the garden. And then that people think like, fuck it. Okay, maybe I'm going to sell this thing for more. So sometimes when we are listing a house, never give a compliment. I want to write that in like big script. Never give a compliment. Because you're listing the thing. If you're coming to me with a car and you want to sell me a car, the first one's like, yes, bro, this thing is cut. The tires are run down. How long? When was the last service? I'm not going to tell you, oh, this is a beautiful car. I love this car. I like the wheels. Because then you're going to increase your price. So when you're listing, never compliment the client about his house. Always tell him, oh, yeah, you know, this kind of house doesn't sell for much in this area. Why? Because you want him to doubt himself. Because if you compliment that house for 1 second, he's going to increase the price instantly. And the reason why we got overinflated house prices is because agents are actually telling customers that their house is actually awesome. The only person that you tell the house is awesome is a dude that's going to buy it. Nobody else. Why would I go to somebody and says, oh, I want to buy a house. It's so beautiful. The guy's like, no, my house, it means like, you know, maybe the other houses are not as beautiful as mine. So that's the first foundation phase you have to understand. So before you start listing sold mandates, you first got to understand foundation before you start understand closing. Foundation is you can only take a perfectly priced house or you can take a aggressively priced house. If something is overpriced and you can't negotiate in their price down, which I can teach later in a different session, but if you can't negotiate their price down, it's impossible to sell it. You're going to waste your money. If South Africa and Namibia wants to change the way they do real estate, then the agents themselves have to start educating the market better. Because Tansani is sitting on a stoop thinking she wants to sell a house, right? Don't understand what happened over the last 4 or 5 years around the countries. They don't. They think that they found an agent, the agent puts it in the market and there's 1 million buyers. There isn't. If there was 1 million buyers, all of us won't be on the screen together. We will be busy working. You've got to walk away from stock. If people don't want to be price aggressive or price perfect, drop the stock. That's where we want to get to. We want to get to a stage where once I list in properties, I never tell customers they've got an amazing home. Ever. Because I want to list the thing at a very good price. Because I'm not making my money when I'm actually selling the property. I'm making my money when I'm listing the property at a good price. Because if I'm listing the property at a good price, what is actually happening is I am attracting more bees to the honey. I can have the most beautiful home which is overpriced. People are not going to buy it. Nobody's going to phone you. Even though the home is beautiful. Even though you've got drone footage. You can have, man, Cuban Cabana guy that's got a 6-pack and 8-pack and a full bush head of hair. I mean, you can have what you want. Nobody's going to buy the thing. It's overpriced. And so you must stop lying to yourself. And I think this is the problem. A lot of people think, and I've always said this, everybody's been conditioned over the last couple of years, said, he who controls, she who controls the market, right? Or he controls the stock, controls the market. It is not true. You've got to slow it down. I've said it 1,000,000 times. He or she that controls the stock. Now you've got to pause and breathe. They control the market. You first have to control your stock if you want to be a better salesperson. I don't care how good you are at closing. I don't care how good your social media is. I don't care how many contacts you have. If you're listing shit stock, you're not going to sell. Leave that to the agents that don't come to training. Leave that to the agents that sit at their house every day on Facebook like, hey, I've got this property for 2.4 million. Is anybody interested? Leave it to those cock agents. I mean, there's loads of them. Now, I've said this previous. It doesn't take rocket science to sell a house. All it takes is kick-ass stock, a lekker attitude, and you've got to work harder than anybody else in your area. That's what it takes. So you've got to get back to being an entrepreneur and ruthless. You've got to be in it to make money. If you're not in it to make money, then fuck it. Why are you on training? I mean, you could have had a cup of coffee and lay and tan next to the pool today. You've got to be ruthless. You've got to understand real estate is a kick-ass job, because the only people in the next 5 years that's going to make money is agents. It's not going to be clients. This is where we are on this one. You guys are on the pound seats. Okay.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the Rockstar Sales Coaching Understanding the Basics Before Listing video that I recorded live on a session with my clients via Zoom. If you like the content, feel free to share it with family and friends. Subscribe to our Facebook as well as our YouTube channel to see more of these videos in the future. If you feel your company also needs a little bit of help in the sales department, please check out our website on www.rockstarsalescoach.co.za.